why this thing, they are now reducing the nylon. Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Xoxo and I'm a Lagos-based YouTuber. Welcome to my channel where I talk about my life in Lagos, how I'm surviving Lagos, my career and lifestyle. Unfortunately, I've been ghosting all of you for a very long time. In fact, throughout this year, I don't think I've done any video because I've been so busy. But a lot of you have been hounding me. They have been hounding me on WhatsApp, on my Instagram. Like, Generous, how far? How far with your YouTube? What's going on? What's happening with your YouTube? Well, the long and short story is that I went back to 9 to 5. And if you have seen my last video about my first vlog about my week-long of my 9 to 5, you will see that it's a lot of work. Actually, it is a lot of work. 9 to 5 is not for the weak. It's choking. 9 to 5 is not for the weak at all. So it's not giving me time to do anything else except work, and which is one of the reasons I quit at first, because I needed to get back my life. I needed to get back on track, and 9 to 5 will suck out the life out of you. So that's basically it. So as some of you know, I have a background, a career in marketing, and I've had most of my marketing in healthcare and a few freelancing between interior design, architecture and fashion. So I've been here and there, and mostly marketing and digital marketing. But right now I have a full-time job in real estate. So I'm now in the real estate industry, and migrating to this new industry is quite it's quite challenging. That's been really challenging because I've been trying to adapt to the new industry and the trends, keep up with trends and what's going on. And unlike healthcare is a more sensitive, more caring, more compassionate environment. You know, you use your heart most of the time instead of your head, and then, or sometimes your head then your heart. But for real estate, it is a completely different world. It is a completely different, nobody's using heart there. The industry is driven by a lot of things that I don't want to go into right now, and it is a fast-paced environment, so it's quite different. And I've actually been struggling with trying to figure out if I want to spend a long time in real estate, if I want to do real estate full-time, probably for the rest of my life, or if I want to change industries and all of that, and doing the work well. But I have been struggling. I have been struggling to adapt for a while, I'm not going to lie. And I've been trying to, if you know me, you know that I give my best to everything I do. So I've been trying to really give my best to it to see if it's something I want to do. So giving my best to it has not really allowed me to do anything else except that. So real estate is taking a lot of my energy and time and everything and resources. So, and then aside that, the economy is now adding on top of the stress, on top of all the things we're going through. I mean, fuel prices are hiking. I mean, how much is fuel in your area? Because before now, I used to take Uber to everywhere I'm going. I Uber, in fact, markets, Uber, this Uber, because it was affordable. I mean, it was within my means, right? But since the fuel prices hiked, everything has been double or even triple in some area. Like where I take transport to for, let's say, 2,000 naira is now 4,000 plus. And where I would normally take a public transport to for like maybe 300 is now 600 or 500. And it's really taking a toll on my mental health. It's taking a toll on me. I mean, and I'm just wondering, how are you guys coping? How are you guys coping in this country? How are you surviving? I mean, not to talk of food. I mean, come on. Food is now on the rise. Before now, I don't cook. I mean, last year I was cooking. I was all about fresh foods, you know, eating here and there. But this year, with going back to 9 to 5, I just figured to save some time and some energy, just buy food, you know. And then I convinced myself that buying food was now cheaper than cooking, you know, because energy equals time and money. So no need to there's no energy to cook. And then I just buy food. I buy a lot of all of these foods and from a restaurant close to work. And then I just stock up my fridge and I eat. But now everything has gone up. Every food, the ones I used to buy for less than 1,000 naira are now 1,500 naira plus. The ones I used to buy for 2K is now like 3K plus. And I'm like, how is the average man supposed to survive? How is the average Nigerian supposed to come to terms with this, to adjust their living and enjoy life? I mean, and to top it off, just yesterday, tell me why these plantain chips. I don't know if you are a Lagosian, you will know that this is our companion in traffic. Aside gala, this is our best friend when you're in traffic and you're stuck in traffic. It can fill you up to the rim. Tell me why this thing, they are now reducing the nylon. It's not even the plantain. Like, I can count how many chips are in this bag right now. I can literally count how many. But the funny part is that they are now reducing it will soon shrink till it gets to this part. They're now reducing it. It used to be like this. And it's still 100 naira, which is quite impressive because they've not increased the price. But the amount of chips they put in this thing is now like paper. They're now shrinking the size of the nylon till it becomes nothing. How are we supposed to survive? This is my precious chips. I really enjoy this. So when I saw this yesterday, I was heartbroken. I'm like, hey, God, how are we to survive this? How are we to survive this? And I remember growing up, my dad used to always talk about when something goes up, maybe he buys something for 100 naira today and then tomorrow is now 200 naira. He will tell you, hey, this thing is now 100 naira. I remember in 1970 something, this thing used to be 50 kobo. And I remember then it would just be like, oh God, Dad, we're not in the 1970s anymore. In fact, it got to a point, it pissed my mom off. My mom had to say, if you keep talking about the past, I will be cross with you. Because we're no longer living in the past and things are changing. Things are now different. So you can't compare 1970s to the 2000s, or things are different. But I'm not going to lie. I think I'm at that level where my dad is, because everything shocks me every time. When I go to the supermarket to get something, I end up panic buying, because you buy something for 500 naira today and you come back in 2 days time and it's now 800 naira. And I'll be like, imagine egg, crate of egg. Hey God, let me sound like my father. I bought crate of egg in school for 500 naira and half crate for 250 when I was a baker. But now, half crate of egg, my brethren, is 2,200. Half crate. I don't know, please, how much is egg in your area? How much is egg in your area? Because I don't understand what is going on. They're now selling 3 pieces of eggs for 250 naira. Something I used to buy 15 for 250. I honestly do not know how we're coping. I don't know if this current economy loves or hates us, because I don't know where it's going. I don't know how it's where it's taking us to be honest. And you know, when the Bible talked about perilous times had to deal with will be here, or critical times had to deal with will be here, I honestly thought it was not going to be in my time. I thought it was going to be when I have lived my life and I've enjoyed my life and I've gone to rest. Then people can now face perilous times, because what are these perilous times? I'm sorry, but what are these perilous times that we're facing? It's Nigeria is happening to all of us really fast, and this adulthood that we slipped into, I don't know if it's by mistake, but this is not the adulthood that I actually envisaged when I was a teenager. I thought my life was going to be sweet. This life of expenses and paying of bills, expensive bills that are doubling and tripling, I don't know how much longer we can hold. And on top of all of that, on top of all of these things and all of these perilous times, there's this unrealistic pressure to make it in your 20s. There's this undue pressure to make money here, to be married by a certain age, to have kids by a certain age, to travel the world and see everything before 30. Because I hear that once you are 30 now, you are old. You are old. You cannot live life again, which is not true, because you are still very young. You're still living your life, and you don't necessarily have to have everything sorted out or everything figured out in your 20s. Yes, you should be doing some things right, but you don't have to be feeling like, oh, you're failing in your 20s if you don't have some things. I don't know if that makes sense, but this undue pressure needs to stop. It needs to stop. So anyway, I have been struggling like everybody else, and I just wanted to come in here and see how you people are doing, and also to tell you guys how I've been coping with these perilous times. I mean, it's been tough on everybody, and I hope that we can go through it together and come out of it together. So here are the 5 things that help me to cope with these times and how I'm handling it so far. Number 1 thing that you need to do to cope with these perilous times is to eat well. I know that some people will say, oh, how can you even afford food when you cannot eat? Just, you see that little food that you have, that little money that you have, please use it to eat well and drink a lot of water. I'm telling you, a lot of water. Your body will thank you. See, nowhere I don't go without this water bottle. If this water bottle is not going to fit in my bag, I would carry a bigger bag where it can fit, because I'm always going to have water inside. And your body will thank you if you eat well and you drink a lot of water, because you need strength and energy to face the shages of every day. I always say that no matter what you're going through in life, always eat first. Eat. When you're angry, eat. When you are sad, just try and eat. Don't eat like a thief. Mind you, I'm not saying go and eat like a thief. I'm just saying eat to have strength. Eat to have energy so that you can face life as it goes. But always eat. Don't push food aside. Don't say, oh, I'm not hungry right now. Don't skip breakfast, or say, oh, you're too busy, you're working and you don't have time for anything else, and you're just working, or looking for money. Eat well. Drink a lot of water every time. Your body will thank you and it will love you for it. That's number 1. 2, find good people in your corner that you can vent and be vulnerable with. You cannot do life alone. You cannot do everything on your own. Trust me. You cannot go through, especially in these times that we live in. You cannot be alone. You cannot think that, oh, I can do everything on my own. You need to find people in your corner that you can actually just talk to about your day, about regular stuff, whether they are friends, they are family, even strangers. I've had a lot of people just vent to me, they just trauma dump on me just because they're going through a lot at the moment, and I never get to see them again. Sometimes in a public cab, sometimes on the road, sometimes at the ATM. You just have people just lamenting to you about what they're going through, and you listen. To be honest, I've made a few friends like that too, where I'm just ranting. I just say, you know what, I don't even need advice right now. I just need you to listen to me. Now, and over the past few months, my sister and a couple of friends have been really helpful with that. They listen to me, they give me good advice. When they can't even advise me, they just listen. You need that type of people, in that type of energy in your life, so find them. Now, of course, if you can afford therapy, right, by all means, go ahead and book a therapy session and have a conversation with your therapist. But if you can't, I don't think the average Nigerian can actually afford therapy at this point. We can't, because where's the money? We're looking for money to eat. There's no money. But if you have a few friends in your corner that you can talk to, that they can listen to you without judging, or at least even just listen, even if they judge you, but you know that it's in love, that they want the best for you, then you have really hit jackpot. And don't isolate yourself thinking, oh, nobody cares, or nobody will want to listen to me. I bet you, if you are in this world and you were born of a human being and you come from a family and you are living in this country right now, somebody somewhere cares about you and they want to listen to you. They want to know how your day is doing. And if you don't have a romantic partner or, family anymore, find friends that can listen to you so that they can help you process whatever is happening up there, because it's a lot. Number 3, remember when I said that there's this undue pressure that comes with making it in your 20s and having everything put together, especially in your 20s? Social media is a big enabler of that type of thought. When you're on social media, you're on Instagram, for instance, you see that everything is going smoothly. People are traveling the world. People are getting married. People are giving birth to children. Or on LinkedIn, you see that people are getting this job, they're doing that. And it's a lot to take in all at once. It's a lot. And then We keep hearing that social media is not real. Social media is not real life. We know that at the back of our mind. But somehow we still get sucked in by all the aesthetics of social media. We still get sucked in by all the curation of the greed and how perfect everybody looks. The world can be falling apart and people are still posting nice pictures. People are still, posting trips from wherever they went to on vacation and all of that. You need to filter these things. You need to filter what you take in, what you watch, what you read, who you listen to. I mean, recently I've tried to do that with my Instagram. I filtered by selection. I mean, things that I don't ever want to see on my feed anymore. I just, indicate and tell Instagram I don't want to see this anymore. And it's been really helpful. I've been, because as much as social media is toxic, you can also get encouragement from there. You can also meet really good people from social media. So some people do the whole social media detoxification. They just ghost on social media and not do anything on social media at all. They shut down their accounts. That could work too. But then if you filter it would the algorithm will let you know the things that are important to you. It will only show you things that are important to you. I mean, so recently I've only been seeing content around empowerment and Bible scriptures, people in their late 20s and early 30s actually living life, because these are the kind of accounts that I follow, or things about plants, hobbies that I like, not things that are going to pressure me unnecessarily. No, don't be pressured. Don't be pressured. So filter that your feed. Filter what you see online, because I'm telling you, it is not real. We're all just trying to curate our life to look perfect. Nothing is perfect. Nothing. Everybody is going through shaggy, one shaggy or the other. So don't believe everything you see on social media, and just filter that feed. Filter what the contents that you take in and the kind of things that you listen to and believe. Please. The fourth thing that has really helped me in this crisis that we're in this time, is to remember that I'm not alone. Like I mentioned earlier, with the accounts that I follow on social media, you would see people share their daily experiences and their life experiences about how they're able to go through one mess or the other. And then you realize that it means other people are actually going through what I'm going through. Even people in other countries, in other continents, it's like we're all living the same life. It's like we're all just bounded together by the same misery or grief, or so whether it's not finding a life partner in your 20s, not being able to get a job in your 20s, not having your finances together, not having the right friends in your corner. People are going through these things, whether it's even the loss of a loved one. People are going through these things. So you're never alone. Whatever you're going through right now, someone somewhere, whether far off or close, has experienced it. I mean, true, some of us have it better than others, but there's no experience or there's no woe that is unique to just you. I mean, even the Bible said that there's no temptation that has taken you except what is common to man. So everything is common. There's nothing new. And you are not alone. I will say it again. You are not alone. You are not alone. So remembering that, okay, whatever I'm going through right now, someone has gone through this, and I don't think that this is the end for me. Shege no dey finish. Problem no dey finish. After you go through that thing you think is going to be the death of you, I promise you something else will pop up. Once you go through that, it's a phase. Life is in stages, and you keep going, you keep learning and keep living until it's over. So just know that you're not doing life alone, and you're going to be okay. The fifth thing that has helped me so much to, calm myself in the storm and go through all of this is to pray. Now, I don't want to sound like a Jesus freak. I don't mean to sound like that, but prayer helps. I can never underestimate the power or overemphasize the power or the importance of prayer. I'm a Christian, and I don't hide that from anyone. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a Christian and I take God seriously. And I've seen how God comes through for me in different things, both in small things and in huge things. I've seen him answer my prayer right there and right now. and then probably still say, oh no, wait for a little while. So I have seen it firsthand, and I highly recommend prayer. Pray through the storm, pray through the happiness, pray through the crisis, pray through everything you're doing. Pray when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're moody, when you're confused. Just pray and tell God what you truly want. Ask Him to give you what you need. God gives you every good gift and adds no pain, entirely no pain. So prayer is the key. To go over the points again is to eat well and drink a lot of water, please. Find people that will listen to you. If you can afford therapy, go for therapy. If you have good friends that won't judge you, that will be with you, speak to them. Number 3, filter what you see on social media so that you don't go crazy and you're not pressured unnecessarily. And then remember that you're not alone. You are not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. And pray. Just pray. So I still struggle, and I know that a lot of people are struggling in the world today, and I hope that we're able to go through it and come out victorious. I hope that this video finds you well. That sounds so much like an email, like a professional email sending to a colleague. I hope this mail meets you well. So I hope that this video meets you well. I hope that it brightens your day. I hope that it adds a little bit of sparkle to your day, and it helps you to feel a little safe and feel seen, because we all want to feel seen. I hope that you realize that you're not alone and that God is with you, and I hope that God sees us through everything we're going through right now. I hope that we actually come out victorious, and I hope that someday soon I can come back to this video and remember that, oh, I actually made this video when we're going through a lot of shaggies in Nigeria and a lot of things were happening, or where pump price was around 500 naira or more. So I hope that I can come back to this video and remember this time when it is better, right? And just laugh over it. Don't feel the unnecessary pressure to do it all in your 20s, and don't feel like you're failing just because you're not where you're supposed to be yet. You will get there. Just take it easy, take a deep breath, and enjoy your journey to forever. Just enjoy it. Don't kill yourself, please. All right, so I will try not to ghost you all again for a very long time. I will try to keep up here and find out how we're doing. So just let me know how you're doing in the comment section, how you're coping, how much is pump price in your area, how much is plantain chips in your area, how are you feeding, how are you coping, what are the methods you're using to relieve yourself of shaggy and stress, because we're all going through it. And I will see you in my next video.